morning, YouTube family. Leon and I are working in the backyard today, and oh boy, do we have a job ahead of us. We hope you all are having a wonderful day, and we hope you enjoy this video. We love you guys. So I'm still trimming back a lot of the dead limbs on bushes and things, and I got these two almost done. So the bottom wood on this outside kitchen has to be replaced, and we will do that later. So me and my sister spent most of the day scraping with a razor blade all of that polyurethane off when I realized I had this citrus strip stuff in the garage. So I poured that on there and realized that it comes off really easy. So that was the way we were able to get it off without killing ourselves. But it took me a long time to realize that maybe that would work. So after hours of scraping, yeah, that made the job a whole lot easier. So I read some of your comments, and I am going to answer your comments on camera. Leon and I are going to talk to y'all about some of your questions, and they are very good questions, and I understand a lot of your concerns. But I just wanted to let you know, Maya has not plucked one time since she has been here. Okay, so this is a smaller cage because Maya had a room, but Maya is very happy. Yesterday, we put her out, well, we put her out here a couple of times. She still has her outside cage. So this is a bigger cage outside. So she spent most of the day outside. But like I said, Maya has not plucked since she's been here. So I opened this door, and Maya comes out. She doesn't stay in her cage all day. She comes out, she gets on the top, she's able to walk around, she goes inside, walks around in the house. So I just wanted to let y'all know that Maya is very happy. Huh? Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy? Show them your chest. You see how pretty your chest is, you two family? Say, I don't pluck anymore, I'm very happy. Yeah, I am. We are still working in the backyard. See, Maya's getting out. It's okay, baby. It's okay. We are still working in the backyard. It's such a mess. We have to add topsoil we have to add a border around the concrete, a rubber border, add topsoil, add grass squares. And no, we are not mean to Bear. Bear is very happy. Bonnie has a new home. She actually stayed with the new owner that bought our home, and that woman loves her, takes her to the vet and everything. I mean, she's taken good care of her. We'll talk to you about the horses in just a little bit. Leon has been working out here all morning trying to rake up the grass. The leaves. The yard was very, very neglected. Very. So that's our bedroom window. That's our bathroom window. And alright. So we pressure washer. And Leon doesn't work by himself, okay? We are hip to hip working. So we are both putting in lots of effort to get everything clean. And it just takes, you have to put in some hard work if you want, we're not lazy people, okay? We're not going to sit on the sofa or in the recliner and watch TV or play games all day. Leon and I, we get busy. We see something that needs to be done, we do it. And Leon is not a couch potato. You couldn't hog tie him down and put him in a recliner to watch TV all day. It's just not going to happen. He's up early and he goes to bed early, but he's up early and he just starts working. So we got all that polyurethane off of these countertops. We're still cleaning in here. It's going to take a while to get this kitchen clean, but the countertops, all the polyurethane, we still have some to get off of on the back wall. We got so tired yesterday. Donna came, spent another weekend with us, and she really helped us a lot. But I'm gonna pour resin all on here. So it's gonna be a thick, clear resin, if y'all know what that is, on the bar. So we hung the swing. I gotta clean that little ice box right there, put it on the counter and the microwave, and just have a lot more to do. It's just gonna take time. Alright, so this goes into the backyard. This is the side gate. I wanted to show y'all where we're gonna be putting our garden, planting some tomatoes and things. So there is an area back here. This is the back side of Leon's shop. The front side of it is on the other acre. So over here is where I'm going to clean out. And this is where our garden is going to be, one of them. And we're going to plant tomatoes and all kind of things here. And then I'll probably plant some more back there in that corner. So this is the back side of the kitchen. I've already trimmed up those trees. We're going to put collar swing back here on a tree and just kind of fix it up. But I'll probably wind up putting some planting some stuff back here too. Leon and I were talking about it. There's all kind of areas where you can plant, food. So this is the back side of Leon's shop. And you can get to it from that gate or this gate, or you can go this way. Okay, so I wanted to show y'all, we have 3 large fig trees, so that's one, and they were full of figs not too long ago, and they're starting to sprout a little bit more. So we have 3 fig trees, And also we have 2 peach trees. So here's 1 peach tree, and all of this is our land. It goes all the way back there. Here's another peach tree. This is a apple tree. It's very mature apple, I believe. I believe that's the apple tree. Or a pear tree. Leon knows, and there's another one right there. So Leon still has to clean up back here, so he's going to do this in a couple of weeks. But that's a lean-to, the front of the shop, and he's going to get all this perfect into his liking. This is the outside of the shop, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but it's going to take time. And then I can't wait to show y'all in a couple of months how he's gonna really do wonders in here. It's on concrete. So he does have an air conditioner in here, which is a good thing. So he's gonna get it done. It's gonna take a while. But he has concrete out here, and just a lot of room to do things. So let me go back over here. We have deer that come. There's a mama deer and some yearlings that come. So we are going to set up the deer feeder. Leon's going to put some cameras out. And back to the backyard. To show y'all what my sister made. She's such a talented person. She made these little pine cones for fall. All these little pine cones. Let me take a picture. And these pumpkins. These pumpkins. She crocheted them. So cute. So this is the last area that I'm going to show y'all. So here's the U driveway, and it goes on right there. And I bought these right here, y'all. I think they're so pretty. These fall plants. I need to water them. I brought that from our other house. So yeah, I need to water them. These 2 blue doors walk up into the courtyard. And so when you walk up into the courtyard, those 2 doors go into the house. And so I got some more potting soil. Leon got me some more potting soil. And so I can plant a few things in here. And this grows the purple flowers. It's called the Big Blue LaRope, or something like that. I gotta plant that. And then I have to put this in the ground right here. I got some more mulch. And I'm gonna go water these plants real quick. Come in those doors, and then it takes you back into the house. And it's kind of dark in here. I thought I would talk to y'all for a few minutes while I'm making the bed, because I'm about to go get Leon, and we're gonna have that talk with y'all and explain a few things, even though Leon doesn't, he doesn't feel he doesn't feel he has to explain himself. But I understand, because I've been subscribed to several YouTube channels for many years, and when there's a tremendous change, I'm like, no, you know, because everybody wants everything to stay the same. Nobody likes, you know, big changes, especially when you've been following somebody for a long time. Changes are uncomfortable. You know, you like everything to stay the same way. That's just like in a movie. When a movie's going and then all of a sudden something bad happens, you're like, no, you would like the movie to continue to flow the way that you want it to flow. But things do change, and I feel like I have an obligation to explain to you guys, because you have been with us and you are like family, and I don't mind explaining to you what's going on and how we feel, and you know, the changes that we make. I don't mind explaining it all. And so that's what we're going to be doing when we go sit down to talk with y'all. But I do want to say that this move and everything that we do, we had lots of prayer behind it, many talks and conversations with our Lord Jesus Christ behind it, and God has blessed us through every step and every move that we make. We totally and fully trust in Him, and He guides us and tells us which way to go. Okay, you got to put one foot in front of the other, but if you make an effort, God will definitely bless your efforts. But just know that we love you guys, and we appreciate everyone who's been so faithful to us, even when we haven't been on in a while, and who has just supported us no matter what, and all the decisions that we make. And we will continue to support you guys. If y'all have a YouTube channel, I need to go and catch up on a lot of y'all's videos, but we will definitely support y'all. And I think Leon's going to come in and take a shower real quick, and then we will get started. I finally got him to sit down, you guys.
Yeah, trying to get caught up.
But I explained to Leon a little bit about the comments and things like that. About where's the horses, where's the chickens, and where's, did we have 2 dogs? Bear's here. There was a comment that, because whenever I made my video and I opened the back door, I told Bear to get, I have to be very bold with Bear. It's not that I'm being mean to him. Bear is spoiled and he is treated very well. And if you've been with us a long time, you all know that. So that was one comment. Evidently those people might have been new. Maya is very happy. Maya is our baby, and we're going to make sure we do everything in this world to make sure she's comfortable and happy. And like I said, she has not plucked since she's been here. So no need to worry about Maya being in a smaller cage, because she gets out, she walks around, she goes outside. Maya is fine. And so now let's talk about the horses.
Well, the cages that Maya is in is actually for that type of bird. We spoiled her when we first moved into Philadelphia. I thought she needed more room. We downsized one time before in Philadelphia and put her in a small cage, and she went to pluck, and I thought it was cause space. But come to find out, since we've been here, she has not plucked the first feather out of her cage, and I was amazed.
She's actually just growing back.
And the thing of it is, sometimes if you think about it, a bird in the wild like small cocoon places at night, because they always frightened that they are they're being preyed upon, and that's a true fact.
Right.
The smaller the cage actually gives her more comfort zone, to where she's not have to worry at night that something's gonna get in and get her.
Right.
But overall, I thought it was going to be a big change for her. She would go back to her ways of plucking, but she hasn't. She hasn't plucked the first feather, and I'm like, this don't make no sense, but it is what it is. But the horses, we lived on 18 acres, and I loved my horses. I like fooling with the horses. but I'm getting old. And we decided we was going to downsize. And one of the things we had to do was get rid of some of the livestock that we had. The chickens, we had to get rid of them. We sold them. The horses, we got rid of the horses. The horses are in a good place. I know that because I'm the type that's not going to let someone take something that I started out with a responsibility and not knowing behind their, in other words, we investigated where they were going. One of them was a good friend of ours that lived down the street.
Daryl, y'all know
He
Daryl.
will stay on that, she will stay on that piece of property till the day she dies. I guarantee you. And she takes care of that, he takes care of them horses.
And tell them about the rodeo.
River, as far as the white one, River, a lady out of Georgia bought her. She is on a farm. And I still keep in contact with this woman to see how she's progressing along. And she has settled in good. She's been there about a month and a half now. And she is doing well. And I'm amazed with the progress they made with her as well. Stylo, the brow horse, they meant a lot to me. And it was a hard decision when we made the decision of getting rid of what we had to downsize. But River is in horse arenas now. She is doing what a horse is supposed to do. Stylo. Is at the arenas every weekend now.
The rodeo, you guys, with other horses.
I got to where the way I work, everybody knows, yeah, Leon's finna retire. Why did you move? Leon is tired. I'm 61 years old, finna be 61 years old. And I thought that's what we wanted in life, and it is. It was wonderful. It was a blessing to live there. I still love the place, don't get me wrong. It wasn't that. It was just getting to be too much.
And let me explain something real quick. Leon works in Louisiana, and we didn't explain a lot of this because I was at home 6 months out of the year basically by myself, okay? So the way Leon worked, and he had to drive 5.5 hours to, he's in the gas and oil industry, most of you know that, and he's a supervisor, so he had to drive 5.5 hours from where we used to live. So I was at home a lot by myself. And so for me to drive to Louisiana to visit family, it was a lot further than what we thought. We did it for 6 years, but it got hard on me, especially with the conditions that I've got going on, you know, getting old and stuff, and all my arthritis and all. It just was hard for me to drive. It wasn't a easy drive. And so that was another reason why we moved closer to Louisiana and closer to his work.
Well, that, and a lot of people probably doesn't know this, but the 18 acres was getting too hard on me. I had a heart attack 2 years ago during COVID. I had a heart attack and it had 95% blockage in my heart. And I was in the process, I was trying to purchase a piece of equipment to make things easier on me around home.
So this is where the scam come in hand that I was going to tell you about. So Leon was going to make a big job change. He was going to kind of open up his own business. So he purchased he bought a large piece of equipment because around where we lived in Philadelphia, you could make a lot of money with this equipment. This is before we decided to move.
Right. And I was in the process of knowing I'm going to retire. I'm never going to stop working. That's not me. I got to have something to do. On the side to make a little bit of money, that's what I was looking at, is to start my own business. I went to purchase a skid steer out of Minnesota. I took all the documents to my bank, and they went through it. They done a little bit of investigation, talked to the guy on the phone. They said it sounded legit. I spent $36,000 I got scammed out of. And when that happened, to me, the old saying that the straw breaks the camel's back, well, I was broke. I've had enough. I fought that property, tried to keep it up. I'd come home from 7 days from work. I spent 3 days in the yard to keep the property up and cut the grass. And then take care of the horses, make sure she was set up. I had 2 days, we may have a day together when I was working. This year, you're gonna put it a lot easier. We downsized to 2.5 acres where we at. We still prepping. We're not gonna stop prepping.
We're gonna do a garden.
We can do some gardens out here, and I was tired, and I was getting tired. I'm doing a lot of work right now, but to get this place was neglected. It's a beautiful place. It's neglected. People really didn't take care of it. Once we get it there, it would probably take me 45 minutes with trimming, everything we have, maybe 2 hours in the yard, max, to where it was taking me days to keep up. And I'm getting too old. We don't have the time that everything was focused on animals.
Yeah, don't ever let YouTube videos fool you, because a lot of our YouTube videos, you're gonna put all the good on there. You're gonna put the music and the, you know, everything's wonderful, and it was. Don't get me wrong, but the videos you don't put on, it was a lot of work, a lot of money to keep the animals, and Leon literally didn't have time to spend with the horses by the time he got the yard caught up when he came home from work. But the videos that I put on there are so soothing and comforting, and they're wonderful, and we love still watching them. But it's not all that our life was about, you guys. So.
If that's all you do, if you didn't have to work to make ends meet, yeah, I'm at the place at a time to get ready to retire. I was going to retire at 62, but I changed my mind. I'm going to 65. I don't want it at 62. I'm not going to retire at 67, but on the other hand, I will have me a part-time or something else to do, because that's just the way I am. I'm not going to stop working and just shut it down. It's not me. But you don't. We was bounded. Put it that way. If that's the life you live, I love it. But there's other things in life that it has to be focused on as well. When you bound down and you can't go anywhere to work. She took care of the animals while I was at work. I got home, I took care of the yards, the animals, and it was back at work. When you bound down where you can't go nowhere and stay a little while, we got family members we can't even go see because we was bounded down. My parents, my mother, my siblings. There's no way I could leave that. You was always bounded down. If you left, you had to be back the same evening or no later than the next morning because you had responsibilities. And I'm getting too old for that. I just want to get this place nice where we could keep it up. But when I get ready to retire, I still love to fish. I still love to hunt, and I'm going to do that.
Oh, he's waiting for hunting
next weekend I get off from work, hunt season opens, and Leon's going to be in the woods that Saturday. So that's why I've been pushing myself this week, last 3 weeks. Both of us.
Both of us,
has been pushing ourselves to get this place nice, to where you don't have to work as hard. When you get off, you can enjoy it a little bit instead of. I was getting furious, and when that happened to me, when it happened to us, when we got scammed, our $36,000, I was broke.
And I'd like to say something about that.
And yeah, she was against it. I went against her will of doing what I'd done. I paid.
Leon's never made a mistake like that.
Never.
But I'm very leery about stuff like that. But it happened. God pulled us through, you guys, because when we sold our 18 acres in our home, we had extra money to pay that note completely off. So that scam is completely paid for. It hurt us a little bit, but it's paid for. God made a way, and everything turned out.
The thing of it is, there's been investigations. The FBI's involved, the sheriff department's involved.
We weren't the only one scammed.
But I was the fourth one in 2 weeks by the same company.
Yeah.
I actually got on YouTube and found the websites, and I started putting. I got to where I found it was in Jackson, Mississippi. I'd never seen it before.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Alabama, the same website. I got on there and warned people that this was a scam. I had 3 people email me already, thanking me, asking me the questions about this company because they was getting ready to buy this equipment from this company.
Yeah.
And I was told I may get my money back. I may never get my money back. Just be wary of if you can't go look at it and buy it on the spot. Just goes online, it looks nice, and it looks legit. It's not always legit.
But I'm praying that God's gonna
get
that money back.
He's gonna redeem it in a
time that we're not gonna know that we're gonna. I just really feel like everybody that was scammed from this company is gonna get their money back.
But like the good Lord, the ones that's doing this or had done this to these people and me, they got a great almighty they got to answer to one day.
Absolutely.
And they will be judged, I guarantee you.
Absolutely.
So just be wary of what you do online. If you can't go drive and look at it, which I didn't. I could have flew to Minnesota and went and looked to see if it was legit, but I didn't. Everything
and for
I've
Leon
seen.
to be fooled,
Yeah.
I mean it.
I used to not even carry a credit card. I was
We
scared.
don't have credit cards.
I don't
at
have
all.
them.
We don't have any.
Just my bank card.
Just our
I've
bank
always
card,
used
yeah.
to go pay everything in cash. But once you do a wire transfer, that's the thing about it is, your money is not insured on a wire transfer.
Yeah.
At all.
And another thing is we took some of our hard-earned cash out of our savings to go with that.
Right.
But it all
worked out.
Yeah,
I mean,
it all
it's
worked out. We live in a beautiful place now where we're able to pay that scam loan off and move forward.
That's all we can do is move
So
forward.
Leon does have a friend that lives in this. This is a country suburban. It's not like a city subdivision. It's a country.
It's a suburban
Yeah.
outer subdivision.
Ponds.
They got, it's
Deer come in your yard.
a lot of these people got 4 or 5 acres. This was 2.5 acres, and come to find out, a good friend of mine I worked with many years ago, he lived a quarter of a mile across down the street. So we didn't know it at the time we bought it, but come to find out, I was talking to another friend of ours. He said, "Oh yeah, that's where so and so lives." So
we are going to be. He's already invited us to
Yeah.
their church, so we are going to go in a couple of weeks. We're going to go and
visit their
start
church,
visiting.
and
to
you know,
see,
we're just
to
trying to
find
get
their
everything
church.
around here stable. Bonnie was a good dog. The neighbor on the front of the street we lived on, she would always get out of our fence. She would find a way. I'd fix holes, try to keep her in the yard. She would never stay. She was a good dog, but she liked to dig too much. He loved that dog, and I decided to give Bonnie to him.
To Craig, the one that she usually got out and stayed at his house.
She stayed at his house 3 or 4 days, and she'd come home, and she'd be home a week, and then go home 3 or 4 days. That's the place she needs to be. That's where she used to grow.
Yeah.
That's where she was growing up at.
But
Bear,
yeah.
he was purchased when we lived in
Oh
Dead
yeah,
Springs.
Bear. Oh,
He's
yeah.
not going nowhere.
Bear's not going anywhere, you guys.
That's the big teddy bear.
And Bear is a huge dog. I've got to keep on him. He is heavy.
120 pounds. If you had hit, trust me, I had him one day. I was fooling around at the old property, working on putting up a leg of fence, trying to keep Bonnie in the yard at the bottom of the fence so she wouldn't dig up underneath it. Well, Bear hit me in the jaw and completely knocked me out.
So if y'all hear me hollering at Bear, I'm not being mean to Bear. I don't mistreat Bear. I've got to be very bold with him. And that's just the way it is and the way it's always going to be.
He's just a big dog. When he hit me, he was just chasing the fence line. A car
But Bear is very taken care of.
He's taken care of. He's a big teddy bear.
We don't mistreat animals.
No. If I got to mistreat an animal, I wouldn't own them.
No.
I've been, as a kid, if you knew my mom, she'd say every time I would go off, I'd drag some kind of animal, a cat or a dog. And I don't even like cats.
You don't
to the house. That's just the way I was. I've always liked it. But my horses, we loved them. We had sold Louis. Everybody knew Louis. We sold him months prior to even thinking about moving because it's costly. Trust me, it costs money to take care of animals. And then Mindy would have to do it when I was gone for 7 days. And she wasn't able to pick up heavy feed bags. I had a schedule when I was off. This had to be done, this had to be done, this had to be done. Next thing you know, I was back at work.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of working off of schedules like that. I need to slow down.
He was just living life for the animals, and because you have to take care of your animals, and we didn't ever get any time together, you guys. I mean.
Of course, trust me, the day they come and got River, the first one, I cried.
Oh, we cried. And the person that bought her cried and hugged our neck. She
Yeah.
fell in love with her, but it was very emotional moments, and but it's going to be okay.
I know they're in a good place. They're going to be taken care of. I don't worry about that, but I do contact them from time to time just to see how they're doing because that was my big babies. I enjoy fooling with them.
Yeah.
So, but that's what, that was the straw broke the camel's back with that scam. I just had enough because I was trying to get it this piece of equipment to help us out on our property and start a business. And once I got that business started, then I was going to go ahead and
Exactly.
retire.
But you know
But it
what?
didn't work. It was all in the will of God, you know.
Exactly. God knows what the future holds.
Right.
So God totally blocked that.
Yeah.
And he knows what's best, and he knew exactly what Leon and I needed to do.
Exactly.
And so he blocks things and then lets other things
Allow things to happen. That's right.
And this move went very well. I think our house was on the market for 3 days before it sold.
Yeah,
basically.
3 days before they had a contract on it.
Having a contract on. I mean, just everything went. You know, there was a few little hiccups. Like we had to put, what is it called? Our mobile home on 18 acres was set up for hurricane weather, like Category 1. Well, we had to get a new system under there for 2 because the law changed. And I don't know the terminology, but we did have to pay for that. So we wanted the new owners to be safe. Of course, it wouldn't go through unless we did that. Yeah. So there was a few things we had to do, but it was all in the process, and all went fairly smooth. It was aggravating, but it went smooth. Yeah. Because we were ready.
Yeah, it was at that point where I was done and ready. I'm just ready to go. It was time to move on. Yeah. But it was good memories. There's always gonna be good memories, and I'm still gonna go up there. We have our oldest son that still lives up there.
Lee and them live up there.
The 2 of the oldest grandkids, they are in the military. One's in the Air Force, the other one's in the Army, and the other 2, they are.
It's still in school, right?
Well, Felicity's out, but
little
Johnny's still in school. We didn't hardly get to see them as much either because Lee works. He works
out of state as well.
Out of state. He still works in Louisiana, but he might be in Wyoming. Who knows? Yeah. And he was gone all the time, you know.
But Leon's still going to go up there and hunt with Lee. Lee's going to come down here because there's a lot of hunting land up here as well.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to start doing some scouting the next couple of weeks.
All right, well, I see that we've been went 19 minutes, and this is going to be a long video, but I just I'm so proud of Leon for getting on here. He was busy.
Yeah, I was just trying to get everything, you know, clean to where we ain't got to fight it and clean up around here where it was looking
because it was a mess.
But it's going to be a beautiful place.
Absolutely.
You know, once we get everything cleaned up.
All right, you guys. Well, we love you. We thank you so much for being a part of our YouTube family and supporting us.
And like always, God bless and be safe out there.
Bye, guys. And until next time, we'll see you on the next video. We love you guys. Bye-bye.